Hi, I'm David. I'm one of the developers of Scalar, and we're here to introduce some new features in 1.7. In Scalar 1.7, we've introduced quite a few new features, and the first being 30 brand new chord sets. Let's have a listen to a few of them. Firstly, there's 10 Bossa Nova chord sets. Bossa Nova 2. We've also got 10 new Latin chord sets. Let's have a listen to Latin 4. And another Latin chord set. And we've also got 10 brand new blues sets as well. Let's have a listen to a couple of them. Here's Blues 1. And Blues 5. We've also introduced hundreds of new scales. Now the cool thing about that is obviously that there's lots more exploration to do. So let's say, for example, that I'm going to use an unconventional scale for something I'm composing for, or a track that I'm producing. Scalar is now going to be able to detect and offer me a lot more potential scales of where I may be in. So let's say I'm playing this combination of notes. Yeah, so now Scalar's told me that I could be in an altered scale, a super Locrian with a double flattened third, or a Locrian with a natural third, and telling me that, for example, the Locrian with the natural third scale is the fifth mode of Neapolitan minor. If I select that, it's telling me it's complex and jazzy, and sure enough, I've discovered a new scale that I wouldn't normally be in. Complex and jazzy. There's also 3 really new cool features which many of our users have been requesting. I'm very excited to introduce. Let's say I go into, say, Blues 1. So the first feature is that we've introduced a preview button right in the browser, so you can preview through any chord progression right in the browser. I can also now copy the entire chord progression straight to the builder. So there's a copy to builder button. If I select it, it'll move the entire progression down to the builder, which is a really great time-saving feature. Let's say, for example, Scalar is now telling me I'm in the C acoustic scale, most likely. Let's say I want to play around and do some exploring. I come down to, say, F major, and I replace all the Fs in my current scale with the F major. Let's say I go to the G Dorian mode and replace the Gs. Well, clearly I've done some messing around. Obviously I can right click and I can edit the chords if I want, make my own, make further alterations. But the great thing is now I've pulled chords from everywhere, made some edits, and I've got a detect mode right in the chord builder. And I think that's really useful. So if I hit detect, it'll say, "Are you sure you want to replace your current detection?" I'll say yes, and voila, there appears C Mixolydian mode. So Scalar's now detected the chords that I made in the builder, straight from the builder, and come up with a bunch of options of which scales I may be in. Also, we've got a great new way to expand chords. Let's say I'm going to pick a C Dorian mode. Now, if I play through that C Dorian, they're all the diatonic triads, but previously if I wanted to change the style, I'd click in the individual chords, but now I've got a global changer. So I can click once and it just adds sevenths to all those chords. Click again and suddenly I've got 9. You can still do them individually and it'll keep that relative shape. So let's say I add a 7th down to E flat major, and now add an expansion. You can see it's just added a further expansion. What's really cool about this is now I can say, how would that sound in C Phrygian mode? And if I click the C Phrygian mode, Scalar now gives me the option to apply that style to the new scale. So there I am, the style that I've created, back in a Phrygian mode. We've also got lots of new bass tunings in the fretboard to support 4, 5 and 6 string bass guitars. And there's a whole host of bug fixes and performance improvements, including better small screen support. We hope you enjoy Scalar 1.7. Please download your copy now at Plugin Boutique.